Your knees aren't just stiff. Your legs aren't just tired. You might be eating something that is slowly killing your strength. And here's the part nobody talks about. It's not junk food. It's not cake. It's fruit. The same fruit you've believed your whole life was healthy. The same fruit that now might be inflaming your joints, weakening your legs, and stealing your independence. So if you're over 60 and your legs feel heavier than they used to, this may be the wake-up call you need. Let me give it to you straight. After age 60, you naturally lose up to 8% of your muscle mass every decade. That means weaker legs, slower reaction times, more falls, more fear. And if your blood sugar is unstable, if your joints are inflamed, if your circulation is poor, your leg strength vanishes even faster. The worst part, you may be feeding that destruction with fruit you thought was helping. A 2023 joint study from Harvard and the American Geriatric Society found that seniors who consumed high-fructose fruits daily had 30% more knee inflammation and reported double the calf pain during walking tests. Fruit isn't evil, but for aging bodies, not all fruit is friendly, especially these 7. 1. Pineapple, the sneaky leg weakener. Pineapple sounds like a healthy choice. It has bromelain, a compound known to reduce inflammation. And yes, that's true, in theory. But here's the part nobody talks about. Pineapple is also loaded with strong fruit acids and natural sugars that aren't so gentle on aging bodies. Once you eat pineapple, the sugar hits your bloodstream fast. And when you're over 60, your body doesn't handle those sugar spikes like it used to. According to research from Harvard Health, rapid blood sugar increases can damage the capillaries in your legs, those tiny vessels that bring oxygen and nutrients to your muscles. The result? Tired, heavy legs after a walk, swollen feet or ankles by late afternoon. Knees that ache when climbing stairs, and it gets worse. Pineapple's acidic content may flare up joint inflammation, especially if you already have arthritis. That sharp sting in your knees or hips after sitting too long? This fruit could be silently making it worse. Even bromelain, pineapple's star compound, can interact with common medications like blood thinners, sometimes dangerously. So what should you do? Don't cut it out completely, but treat it like a spice, not a staple. A few bites once or twice a week is fine. Just never eat it on an empty stomach when your blood sugar is most vulnerable. Think of pineapple as a guest, not a roommate. Your legs will thank you. 2. Bananas, the muscle faker with a sugar trap. Bananas get hyped as a potassium powerhouse. And yes, they do help with cramping, in moderation. But here's the catch, most seniors never hear. Bananas are also packed with natural sugar and quick-release carbohydrates. That means they raise your blood sugar fast, especially dangerous after 60 when insulin response weakens. When your blood sugar spikes suddenly, your body reacts with inflammation and fluid shifts. The result? Puffy ankles, swollen knees, that sluggish, heavy leg feeling after breakfast. Sound familiar? It's not in your head, it's biochemistry. According to research from the NIH and Mayo Clinic, seniors who consume high glycemic fruits regularly are more likely to report joint stiffness, leg fatigue, and fluid retention. And here's where it gets riskier. If you already deal with heart issues, bananas can worsen things. The spike in insulin combined with potassium imbalance can strain your circulation. Plus, most people eat bananas in the morning, on an empty stomach, when blood sugar is already unstable. If you've ever felt fine, ate a banana, and suddenly needed to sit down, this is likely why. What's the fix? You don't have to swear off bananas, but limit them to half at a time, never alone, and always paired with protein like a spoon of peanut butter. Don't let this yellow snack fool you. It might look like muscle fuel, but for aging legs, it could be a silent sugar bomb. 3. Grapes, the tiny snack that triggers big pain. Grapes seem innocent. They're small, sweet, easy to pop into your mouth. And that's the problem. Most seniors don't eat just 5 or 6 grapes. They eat 20, 30, sometimes a whole bowl. That bowl, it's packed with fructose, a natural sugar that sounds harmless, but here's what most doctors don't explain. Fructose is metabolized in your liver, not your bloodstream like glucose. And when your liver gets too much at once, like from a bowl of grapes, it starts turning that fructose into uric acid. Now here's the kicker. Uric acid loves joints, especially the joints in your toes, knees and ankles. The build-up leads to random burning in your toes at night, sudden knee stiffness after sitting, that sharp zing in your foot that shows up for no reason. It mimics gout, even if you've never had it diagnosed. And because grapes are so easy to snack on, you don't notice how much damage is being done until the pain becomes regular. What to do? Cut your portion down. A few grapes after a meal? Fine. But never on an empty stomach, and never by the handful. You're not doing your joints any favors with this sugar-loaded snack. Sweet, yes. But for aging legs and aching feet, grapes may be the fruit doing the most silent damage. 4. Watermelon. The sugar spike in disguise. Watermelon seems harmless. It's 90% water, low in calories, refreshing. But here's what most seniors don't realize. Watermelon has a glycemic index of 80. That's higher than ice cream, higher than white bread. What does that mean? It floods your bloodstream with sugar fast, and for people over 60, that sugar spike triggers inflammation in the legs, a drop in circulation, and muscle fatigue, even after light activity. Ever feel like your legs are dragging after a summer snack? Like walking upstairs feels oddly harder? It might be the watermelon. Worse, it tricks you. Because it feels light, most people eat 2 to 3 slices without thinking. But those slices carry enough sugar to slam your pancreas and clog your capillaries. For seniors with slower metabolisms and fragile blood vessels, the impact is real. You may not see it in a blood test, but you'll feel it in your knees, in your ankles, in the soreness that creeps in by evening. Tip: if you love watermelon, eat just 1 small slice and pair it with protein or nuts to blunt the sugar hit. But if your legs feel heavy after eating, don't blame age. Blame the glycemic landmine hiding in your fruit bowl. 5. Oranges. The joint saboteur in disguise. Oranges are famous for vitamin C. And yes, they do help with immunity. But if you're over 60 and dealing with joint pain, stiffness, or swelling, that morning glass of orange juice might be hurting more than helping. Why? Because oranges are high in citric acid and natural sugars. That combo can quietly inflame aging joints, especially if you already have arthritis or poor circulation. Citric acid irritates the sensitive lining around your joints, and the sugar spikes your blood glucose, leading to more stiffness and inflammation. Ever wake up with tight knees or swollen feet? That so-called healthy fruit might be the hidden trigger. According to Mayo Clinic research, high-acid diets can worsen joint degeneration in seniors, and citrus sugar increases fluid retention, especially in the lower legs. Tip: skip the juice. If you must eat oranges, pair with protein and limit to a few slices. And never on an empty stomach. Because for many older adults, citrus isn't refreshing, it's inflammatory. You're not weak. Your joints are reacting to what's inside your fruit bowl. 6. Green apples. The sour trap for aging legs. Green apples look like the smart choice. They're crisp, not too sweet, seem lighter than red apples. But inside that tart bite is something sneaky: malic acid. Malic acid gives green apples their sour flavor. And while it's fine for younger bodies, it can irritate aging joints and even your gut lining. Now pair that with the natural sugar in apples, and it's a recipe for discomfort. For many seniors, this combo quietly leads to leg cramps that come out of nowhere, stiffness at night, especially in the calves and knees, morning aches in the hips, thighs or ankles, and the timing makes it worse. If you snack on green apples before bed, your body is processing acid and sugar during rest. That means less recovery, more inflammation, and worse mobility in the morning. You may not feel the damage instantly, but over time your legs start feeling heavier. You stop climbing stairs as easily, and your sleep suffers from subtle, aching discomfort. So what's the fix? Limit green apples, especially at night, and always pair with protein or healthy fat to reduce the sugar hit, because that clean, crisp snack might just be souring your strength. Practical tip 7. Mangoes. Sweet on the outside, rough on your legs. Mangoes taste like sunshine, soft, juicy, irresistible. But here's the hard truth. One medium mango contains over 45 grams of sugar. That's more than an entire can of soda. Now imagine feeding that sugar bomb to a 65-year-old metabolism. Your body doesn't clear it fast anymore. Instead, it spikes blood sugar, triggers inflammation, and overwhelms the nerves. Here's what that leads to. Swollen joints that ache after walking, burning toes, especially at night, nerve sensitivity in your feet and lower legs. Worse, mangoes don't feel heavy, so we often overeat them. Half a mango turns into a whole one. You feel like you're treating yourself. But your legs feel heavier, your knees get stiff, and the tingling starts creeping in. And if you already have diabetes, pre-diabetes, or nerve pain, mangoes can silently push things past the tipping point. The solution: if you must have mango, stick to a few bites with a protein, like Greek yogurt, to slow the sugar hit. And skip it entirely if you're already dealing with joint pain or nerve symptoms, because mango may be sweet, but for your legs, it's a bitter deal. Most seniors are told, eat more fruit. That advice is from a different era. It's not 1975, it's 2025. Your metabolism is slower, your insulin is more sensitive, your circulation is weaker. The wrong fruit doesn't help you, it hurts you. Instead of eat more fruit, the real advice: eat the right ones. The right fruits for seniors, fast list. Here's what actually helps your legs. Berries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, low sugar, high antioxidants. Cherries, uric acid reducers, joint-friendly, great for gout. Avocado, yes, it's a fruit. Healthy fats cushion your joints. Papaya, enzymes that ease inflammation. Pears, gentle on blood sugar, these heal instead of hurt. They don't leave you bloated or stiff. They support mobility. Major daily habit or mistake to avoid: the worst time to eat high-sugar fruit. Morning. Your body is insulin sensitive and dehydrated, so sugar hits harder. A sweet fruit first thing? That means morning leg cramps, knee stiffness during walks, afternoon crashes. Instead, start your day with a savory, protein-rich breakfast. And if you do eat fruit, pair it with nuts, seeds, or protein. That slows digestion, reduces inflammation, protects your legs. Just because it's natural doesn't mean it's safe. Just because it's fruit doesn't mean it's friendly. The older you get, the smarter you have to eat. Choose foods that fuel movement, not pain, circulation, not stiffness. Your legs carry your independence. Protect them.